a Christopher hotelfo anase esoma wodoma hotelfo ebenya de akwakodi ho anase edin ene wo nanso eni ho ehye dipa da hyane ebetu akwawiem ene onyankropon akwatena democracy eyema bibifo anase enyema yen kwasi broni tim popa ene sentia wode vaccination eba abibiman mu na family plan so mpo no ehye ben ana kwasi broni hye ye ewo krom entia wode etoa yen eba ne sen ana gay ati atese ewo wiase afana nyinara ene we se Illuminati ene we se Freemason ene we se sumwe mu ni nyinara ahyase firi he no broni tim po a wode sanye ma we nyinara eba no de atoa abibiman mu no ene sen we entram so hwe Wake Up Africa kwasi da we ni kwasi da bia awia dumienu ekopem awia no mienu live on Royal TV eye dwumadi a ofa poku danko ye executive director edema Free the Mind Movement ene ofa Israel Nkrumah a eye coordinator edema Free the Mind Movement no
ebeka me Kofi Kumi ho
na yesim konwa na madi dwumadi ho chiame na ensem bia tise no ye gina twekronkron so abakosem ene ntwere ahodo so na ede mo hu ba bia obibini ufiri ene mu a eduro ene soma wo sombo amabrofo sisi ache ebra so se call together twere kaye no etumi bam ne no ana ahyase o Free the Mind Movement dwumadi e fere se Wake Up Africa dwumadi so praso se ye fa dwumadi live on Royal TV so kwase da we ni kwase da bia awia dumienu kopim no mienu na ya de wo so adwenche na wasemisa ye ano e de ama Wake Up Africa abibiman moma yen sore
one business general Abatown Eyeniko multimedia so pay video editing photo shoot photo editing documentary business advert music video funeral program birthday parties onua uni haukra esan say Niko multimedia ebeye ni nyina na so yen yo so we wedding papa bi Niko multimedia si en ha ho kra o me company nyina ma so we sorry anaso say we edwumakuo bi a opese u streaming live u program aye social media handles na aye Twitter Facebook and the ekeka ho na Niko multimedia si woni how esan so mo ye ni nyina live abra program na ekoso Niko multimedia si omotonton gadget aye media gadget papa ebini aye audio and video equipment cameras speakers microphones mixers nyina Niko multimedia aye hwadwuma Niko multimedia ewo Koforidia eho ana motare betumi afrend Niko multimedia ewo 0244 549107 aye Niko multimedia the media general ewo town. Thank you.
Free the Mind Movement. Remember kwa ewo Free the Mind Movement abusuakuo ni mu. Eye Men of Zion. Omudwumadi a omudi no afia no brena so. Eye mpanyifo a edi Men of Zion animu no. Omudwumadi a afia bia omode hye so no rebrenie. Na eno ena mpanyifo yi se mefanto abusuakuo ni nyina nimu se. Brena so. Eye memma ko dwumadi a omudi so. Na bia eba so no eye Kofodua abonten so. Eye Apenten Hall. Eba so eye 23rd of August. Eye osome a ewo ya nimu a ye ba besimu no. Ne da etoso aduonu miensa 23rd of August. Jumedie no business seminar and a fundraising. Send your money and da no ebere na so. Mpanyifo a edi jumedie anim ama jumedie atumi ayeka behwe no eye nyina aye papa wofa ya opoku dankwa a oye executive director edema eku efen Free the Mind Movement. One ne ba Israel Nkrumah ono so edimu bi. Sanso so na Gau Gatete eye opanyi a oda Men of Zion ku na no ono so etaremu bi. Na ye nua Eric Owusu a ono so se accountant kese pa chartered accountant ono so APM bi. San mpanyifo ene edi anim ama jumedie yatumi ede som fefefe Free the Mind Movement remember ko ni nyina no eye mpanyifo a di Men of Zion anim se mefanto obi bia anim se mu nyina no mo bia enyini hu mfim na dwumadie ye nyina ntumi bepiem na enya krabehwe na dwumadie dakro pe adwumadie eno nti mama mema ewo Free the Mind mu nyina no ntumi emepiem dwumadie mu na dwumadie ebeye krabehwe
Amuna oba ye krumse oba betray yamesu ache no toni ba ache no dia sase akwanu mana dia sanyo akwanu mana dia sanyo akwanu mana dia sanyo akwanu mana dia sanyo
Abusia Sabri wani guso a wo hwe eye dwumadi ya tumi din se Wake Up Africa Royal Television so premato na nu se premoto a ye ne mpanyifo mienu and Juma Yedi, a year of final Poku Dankwa, our executive director at the Micro Feed the Mind Movement, or any bar Israel and Kroma, our national coordinator at the Micro Feed the Mind Movement. And Pennyfrey, was said to be a promotor, nay at Cinconia, na Pennyfrey Rabaman so new Raswa in Samono before, said here, now or my Union idea P. Now, I know, and I also for Kofi Kumi and Naso so Prematri, Majimegua, Namanim Pennyfrey, Cinconia. Now, Oche and in there. You see, Kunyano, a year of fire. Edi Uramu, na Beshe, a window, dear, can say, a one cassa when you so, Nimanyasi, a catcher. A was soon necessary, so one will be the other way home. Na Nanya, as some Kitua democracy, and I offer a dear Uramu so for the Otrase, Sana, Urabamanaswa, a yana of the document, a woman in Kratasem, na or the video, Ataye. Ebi ohano de ewura abakosemu na ode ye kotrosemu na numa na ofa etra ase no de yen pictures eba mu video eba mu na okwa abakosemu a efa democracy ye kan democracy ye nyina nim say America man na ewo ho no ono ene we di mu tintiman a ofa kire yen say aka just a year na emi say omanya 250 years. Na kese o ma bo democracy mu bra pa na no ana mama anei o mo nam sa so ama wiase nyina no obi a practice sa ade ya efe democracy yi na eno na ofade ewura mu a o ma ye hu say sa na democracy no America nan kasa na wage atimu so na ode ye na adwuma no eye enipa bi ana hyehye sa ade ne de ma America man no enipa kokitua bi a ye from say the elite omuna wiase omu control omanya sika say bede enya sika no bede pa ena omu gina so dey control wiase enti wo kwa America man ni mu a eye omu dan kese ni White House ho no okwa omu parliament ho na eye afanu a eye ebu oman no ho bra na etra sehye niema edi niema bu akwan mu ma America man no eno eye di omu de fa so no sa afanu ni nyina no Democrats and Republicans. She says, and Profuku Kakray, Oma form say no moon, or much Yoma some bottom, and no of Amayahu. And until Esa in the Santino, say, Minu Mienu, an American minor, Omunina, a Brososia Kotuabana democracy, almost a non Jackaman Kabi, and then I'll bring out freedom, Timia Ope, America slogan here, freedom and justice. Nasa freedom and justice, your father would who say. Freedom and justice, sir, in the Pequia, you come as a vertical free, how much freedom and justice, no, and the no such a humble. Freedom and justice, no, all freedom, put him to about justice, Okoto, Nasa, Batuano, Obia, or Yewanim, and Batuano, all money, Okotuma, and Memoir, Nanka justice, not so mukia, now, she said. And no different nanka me na me koto ya ma ba to na me tu ya nya me pese obedi akonya no nanka no be mama me pepepe eno ntina omo ye freedom and justice na so e dey kofukuo bi adane no amene omo de kwanta adane omo 9 eno nti oba koto abando pepe na so nipa otoma no a opese nko no e na woni wanim no obua e be wiase no na nia omo epe no na omo ma na di onipa eso akonya no so na no na of a big videos Emma Yehu said a year 2020 about one omoto ye no say a nipa forensic audit omu wie ye no omu hwehwe mu omu ye omu audit ye hwe abato no ho sensem no ewie mu pa de anya se na omu kan keko eye footage videos tips any nema e course wa say what share about on the ballot box no ballot no abano a we na paper na ye now they akosem no krono course wo mu ye fere say we na ye tintim na ye de ayi no out the paper be sem no machine no e no so sa obi atumi afa kwan bi so ba bi o mko ye no no o mu hwe kwan o be fa so a ye ya o betumi awie mu no o matumi asende information a obi kura enim se yetumi atape yetumi ofa ema yehu ni nyina by video na no na ofa ede na din ofa kire ye se opese oma yehu na democracy ne de ho atoso no yehu se saa amebo nipa esan se omo a
ɔmo gye to mu a ɔmo nim sɛ anka na bɛboa ɔmo no afei de kɔ wi aseɛ no na kɛ sɛ ɔmo hu sɛ ebedi wɔ mawu ama nnei sɛ ɔde wo to democracy so sɛ abatoɔ mekɔto na mayi me president a na mayi me mpanyinfo a mepa a ɔboa ebe wi aseɛ no na machines ne nneɛma na yɛde dwi dwuma no ɔmo ayɛ ne nsa kyɛ wei sɛ obi tumi nim kwan a ɔbɛfa so a ɔbɛbɔ awura saa machine no mu a ɔwato aba no a yɛ before a yɛbɛ count no abatoɔ no na ɔno de bi agu mu de bi numbers ne bi aka ho ama na akɔ ama ne ɔno pɛ sɛ ɔwi ni ɛno ɛna ɛbaa so a ɛyɛ na ɔtwe ne nɛ ɔpade yɛ wura mu America ɛkɔ wi aseɛ no na mewura ho yie paa menya abotrɛ san hwɛ saa videos ne bi mu a na kɛ sɛ sɛnea ɔmo kyerɛ ɛwɔ America man mu no na kɛ sɛ democracy asɛm na yɛka no deɛ ɛnɛ yɛadane na abutu no na no na ɔfa sɛ America mpo ne deɛ a ɛne Africa ne titiriw Ghana ɛna na yɛgyina bea ne he na kɛ sɛ asɛm aranko ɛna ato yɛn ɛno ɛna ɔfa da na di ɛma yɛhu yɛ na ɔtwe ne nɛ na ɛbia na woni fie ɛnɛ nso dwumadie no pɛ sɛ ɔka ho ane abɛfo ntintan so wohwehwɛ Wake Up Africa GH Wake Up Africa GH a wohwehwɛ a abɛfo ntintan so ɛyɛ YouTube ɛna Facebook ane wo sa bɛka yɛn live na wahwɛ yɛn na wokɔ a adɔma bi wɔ hɔ patɔ bɔmmɔden na click adɔma no so bɔ so ma yɛn wobɔ so a sɛ ɛbɛyɛ a yɛde video bi a na bibi bi atom wɔ hɔ a wo sɛ bɛbɔ adɔma no bɛbɔ na yi wa so tire kunkran na kyɛ sɛ ɛkyerɛ sɛ bibi foforɔ aba ɛkyɛ sɛ opani na wonya akonya na wokɔhwɛ and wowie a na wa subscribe so ɛde ama yɛn ɛyɛ YouTube ɛna Facebook Wake Up Africa GH bɔmmɔden na kɔyɛ ne saa fa ma yɛn afei fa SMS ɛne WhatsApp message fa brɛ me matena si na jimre making kind of the amount. Number no 0206 519335 0206 519335. I say o video bi na video bi e twegu advert bi e twegu Men of Zion ane Men of Zion dwumadie free the mind ekuo na ɛwɔ no member ku a ɛwɔ free the mind mu no ɛna ɔmo de dwumadie soronko ɛba so ɛwɔ Kofodi Abɔnten so ɛnya asɛm ketewa apenti hall 23rd of August ane nanu na member ku no nanu ni Gawu Gaga Kwadwo Gawu Gaga Mr. Kwadwo Gawu Gaga ɔsɛ me mfa nto obi bia nim sɛ mo obi bia bɛrima bia nyi ne ho mfim na ma wo nko a ɛmma oba fa onua bi fro onua bi na onua bi fro onua bi na kyɛ sɛ ɛnyɛ mɛma sanse nnɛ mɛma no yɛn na yɛkɔ a yɛbɛba no na ɛma ne mmɔfra no nyina ɛhwɛ yɛn ɛno nti mommra na dwumadie no ɛyɛ business seminar ɛna fundraising bra na bɛgye saa nimdeɛ yi bi sɛ bɛyɛ w'adwuma ɛbɛtumi akɔnkan wo sikasɛm bɛtumi atoto no yie mpanyimfo a ɛbɛpie mu no ɛyɛ kuku dam yie paa ane yɛwɔ bɛrima baako bi wɔ mu a ɔno ɛba auditing nsɛnsɛm ɛne sika ho ntotoyɛ aba ɛyɛ Mr. Eric Owusu ɔmo nyinaa wɔbɛpie mu bi a ɛnya asɛm ketewa wabene wakwadare ɛyɛ Gawu Gaga nankasa si yɛ chartered accountant ankasa Men of Zion ne odi animu no ɔno ɔyɛ chartered accountant correct one papa ni bi ɛno nti bɔmmɔden na enyi ho mfim na mɛma ne nyinaa no bɔmmɔden na bɛpie mu na business seminar ɛne fundraising no ɛbɛyɛ bɛgyaa ɛbɛyɛ butu yɛn kɔmpanyifo ne hɔ na yɛn da ɔmadi na afei yɛbɛba Israel consult na yɛde aba bɛma wo Israel
Come
me wa kwaba
Joso.
Me jiri say bibia boko.
Life is good.
I say last week na oni ha na me mabusua ne te ase say enye wa say wa she black na me mabusua ne te ase say eye wagya a odo ba asase so no obade ato nsafre no enu nti ama wa ba panyi de na che say bibia no esi usire so a enya asem ketwa enu nti na ama na nsan ntam no aha omo ntan hu mu fidua mu no enu nti na de say busua na gya omu kakra ama wa be pie mu nti de obɛte abusua no na abusua no hu say na de waba yaba na yaba
yɛn to yɛ
sa
kwa na yaba
sa
bɔkɔ
repamu no yɛde ni nyinaa bɛto edwa apai so ama obi ahu date no ɛne brea ɛyɛ saa dwumadie no ɛbɛba so dwumadie kɛseɛ pa ɛsan sɛ freedom mind yɛ papa kɛseɛ yɛ bra panyi paa ɛna asɛm yi ato no ɛno nti na ɛnyɛ asɛm kuma koraa ɛbɛyɛ butubutu ɛbɛyɛ bɛgyaa saa nso so ɛna yɛ papa a ɛyɛ efidie yɛ ne dia
fanboy
aha wodi di ade ma no see wo papa bi
amankwa ajeman
yes yewura amankwa ajeman ha ba kopɛ na ɔno so ɛm so my invitation bi na yɛsan bɔ ne nka yɛ sisu dua sɛ free the mind mpanyinfoɔ nsaka a yɛgusu yɛ ho toto yɛ nti wɔhwɛ yɛ nim na sɛnea tie bia no ɛbɛrɛ no so a yɛbɛba aba bepie mu na neɛ sɛ fata no yɛn nso yɛbɛtae n'akyi saa pɛpɛɛpɛ yo bɛyɛ ne saa na de maba papa nkasa hɔ ɔba the professor emeritus baako pɛ
nkɔfoɔ ekura big degrees o
ɔba ɛmi sɛ yɛma nkurɔfoɔ doctor yɛtumi de ma nkurɔfoɔ yɛtumi de saa yɛfɛ ne sɛn title no yɛtumi de ma esan nipa no dwumadie ne ne nimdeɛ ne ne mpɔmpɔnso a wadu abrabom ne nneɛma bi a watumi ayama ne man ne wiase ne baabi a ɔte no yɛtumi de ma na nka ghanafoɔ ɔte aseɛ m sɛ mpanyinfoɔ ɛhwɛ dwumadi a wogu so di a ɔfa saa title no kora dɛm sɛ nka woboro so na menim sɛ wo dwumadi a woyɛ no ɛboro saa titles no so deɛ nyɛ no ɛna wohwehwɛ na mmom ɛyɛ yɛn a yɛdi w'akyi no ɛna yɛn de yɛhu ne sɛ wosɛ fata sɛ saa title no yɛde ma wo a yɛdi sɛ yɛde ma wo ɛno nti na yɛa na yɛde ato wo so yo maka ne saa no ɔfa ɛmi sɛ mabɔ dwumadie no tɔfa na abusua no ayɛ krado menim sɛ saa bere no nnua afro nnua ma yɔnko afro yɔnko ama saa bere they are ɔmo ayɛ glued to their seat a dwumadie mi di agorɔ apɛmu ato yi ahwɛ yɛ asɛm ato mi etimi gya dwumadie no nyinaa ɛde ama wo meda ase.
kobi meda ase.
yo
yɛdi kan yɛbɛkyia ahwɛfoɔ nyinaa.
ahwɛfoɔ ɛgya
so ɛna afei nsuso samre ne biribi a woyɛ yɛ no nti no biribi asi so bɛɛbɛ nti yɛbɛtoa so. ahwɛfoɔ bɛka yɛ mmerɛ kakra atwa mu ɛne yɛbɛhwɛ sɛ abibifoɔ ayɛ biara deɛ na ato yɛn a yɛpagya a na abu atɔ yɛsɔ mu a na amu ɛne ɛne ama ahwɛfoɔ nyinaa hu sɛ nnome bi ɛna aba abɛka yɛn nti no nnome no nso ansa no wɔ hɔ na yɛa na yɛyɛ yi no binom yɛbɛyɛ dɛn foɔ no ɛnɛ ne yɛba hɔ.
Oh, okay. Nti ɛyɛ ɛnɛ no ɔfa sɛ ayɛ a mo bisa question bi sɛ nti ɔfa nea wokyerɛkyerɛ deɛ wokyerɛkyerɛ yɛ paa o ɔma yɛ nneɛma paa na ɔfa nea woka ne yɛbɛyɛ dɛn no ɔfa sɛ ɛnɛ ne nyinaa mo makeka saa nsɛm ne nyinaa no ɛnɛ na ano yie no yɛbɛyɛ dɛn foɔ obi a wofrɛ a yɛbɛyɛ dɛn ɛna ɔfa yɛbɛyɛ dɛn no ɛnɛ ɔfa sɛ mo nye mo ano yie. Okay.
Nti yɛaba yɛ no sɛ nnome no aka yɛn ɛm sɛ yɛahwɛ ma yɛde abɛdu mpɛmpɛn so nti yɛbɛsa akɔ yɛkyi nnome no ahemfa na ɛwɔ na ɛbaa no sɛn nti yɛnkɔ Deuteronomy 28 wobɛsate afiri 1 akɔsi bɛɛ 7.
Yo ɔfa sɛ quotation ɔde ama yɛn no yɛfa no fi Deuteronomy chapter 28 yɛhyɛ fi verse 1 no ɔba sɛ yɛbɛkenkan akɔdu ebia verse 7 anaasɛ yɛbɛtumi akɔ yɛnim kora no a ɛne ɔfa ɛne bɛkyerɛ nti yɛhyɛ aseɛ deɛ a ɔsɛ and it shall come to pass if thou shalt hearken diligently unto the voice of the Lord thy God to observe and to do all his commandments which I command thee this day, that the Lord thy God will set thee on high above all nations of the earth. Okay, 2 no. And all these blessings shall come on thee and overtake thee, if thou shalt hearken unto the voice of the Lord thy God. 3. Blessed shalt thou be in the city, and blessed shalt thou be in the field. 4. Blessed shall be the fruit of thy body, and the fruit of thy ground, and the fruit of thy cattle, the increase of thy king, and the flocks of thy sheep. 5. Blessed shall be thy basket and thy store. Wow. 6. Blessed shall thou be when thou comest in, and blessed shall thou be when thou goest out. Oh, in Shirei, and Yasem Ketuao. 7. The Lord shall cause thy enemies that rise up against thee to be smitten before thy face. They shall come out against thee one way, and flee before thee 7 ways. Okay.
Okay. enti nhyira ni ogba de ma ayeti ase se etie ne ye tu anamon wo ne mra ne nhihye mu a nhyira ene bedie
okay
ye gum se ye dane ye chi won na ye ntie ne ania ye de kwan ne hye nsa ne tu anamon a no me ene ye de be ba so Janko 15.
Okay. The same Deuteronomy chapter 28 now of my read blessings from 1 to 14 no of Asaph Yanko 15 no na yentie ne 15 hono. I say, but it shall come to pass if thou will not hearken unto the voice of the Lord thy God, to observe to do all his commandments and his statutes which I command thee this day, that all these curses shall come upon thee and overtake thee. Oh, because the first one I know you nhyira ebe ba so ne ebe fawo we so ye no me ebe ba ye ntie no me na. Okay, 16. Curse shall thou be in the city. Like I said, ni odema ye wo blessing na no odema ye hazo. Curse shall thou be in the city, and curse shall thou be in the field. Cursed shall be thy basket and thy store. Okay, 18. Cursed shall be the fruit of thy body and the fruit of thy land, and increase the fruit of thy land, the increase of thy king, and the flocks of thy sheep. Cursed shall thou be when thou comest in, and cursed shall thou be when thou goest out. The Lord shall send upon thee cursing, vexation, and rebuke in all that thou settest thy hand unto for to do, until thou be destroyed, and until thou perish quickly, because of the wickedness of thy doings, whereby thou hast forsaken me. Semu imudu ofa. Yam kwasem.
Endino we en wo gwa de ka kire. En yenso yese. Ya salati edi. Anamu editu. Enti ha no ana no me no e ba yeso. Enti sa na tie dia. Se ye toa so se ye ntie obo ade no kure no a ene ye captivity no e wo mu no eno so betoa so na yibia no ye jaya na yenko Isaiah 5:13-14.
Okay. Yo, ye call Isaiah chapter
5:13-14.
Okay. Isaiah chapter 5 verse 13-14. Okay, 13 no. I say, therefore thy people are gone into captivity, because they have no knowledge, and their honorable men are famished, and their multitude dried up with thirst. Therefore hell have enlarged herself and opened her mouth without measure, and their glory, and their multitude, and their pomp, and he that rejoiceth shall descend into it.
Entino, say Alcano, say dear, Yatu na atuye. Say Antimia Nania one sam ma or what dear wa your captivity no. It was wako as I now me atiasi.
Okay.
You call Hosea 4:6. Hosea 4:6.
Hosea chapter 4 verse 6. Yet far or say, my people are destroyed for lack of knowledge, because thou hast rejected knowledge.
Yeah, na quotation way. And go for you soon arbitrarily. People are destroyed for lack of knowledge. No, the knowledge,
you know.
And or they basuni and media. That is how I destroyed. Please. Oba their knowledge in the
and yes, school them
knowledge.
Okay. Offer ena echrimuno.
That's why.
Okay. Also, my people are destroyed for lack of knowledge, because thou hast rejected knowledge. I will also reject thee. That thou shalt be no priest to me. My people are destroyed for lack of knowledge, because thou hast rejected knowledge. I will also reject thee, that thou shalt be no priest to me, seeing thou hast forgotten the law of thy God. I will also forget thy children. Okay, offer. What qualified they be or say, seeing thou hast forgotten the law of thy God, I will also forget thy children. Of another same way, Christianity as some can say, aya, ye work Christianity, no can say, emrano, a chem. Oh, let us say, as of one crano of a omu digwo, because all can say law not chemudia, and I confirm me what I said. Say law no, only rejected law nidia. Like I say, Ukrano, wouldn't be our name. Like I said, oh, okay. And you know, who's the answer? I confirm. A prophet of God. Say, we might be free about the India soa, and they are no way to be a cacao. Nimdianison, the Lord, and only Marano. And today, you naka. I see. And to any curse now about the dance. And for the past 5 weeks I started saying we are curses no more. It has been a very Halloween experience, very bitter experience for Africans. Any our continent, anywhere more diaspora now. Because maybe I be before they will be no curse no a champ for new homes. Ah, we have to be here. Into to this day, if they see any studio, Africa still a chastisement. Because as I can lack of knowledge about yarn, and then the dear do baby, a dear be a better society. Along the line, near slave trade, you fire and call for if we have. And yet, one coin. The coin will be for almost an accusy say. Young Korean young Mokoyano, a dear chastisement, and almost a frame. First video, no, that's somebody near say, a war for your soul. A war for your soul. I will see me, Pamucho. I'm see how, Mufasa video no, Mufasa video no.
I always knew that I needed America to be a powerful nation that would control the world. But in order to do this, I needed Africans to help accelerate the process. Having slaves in America would allow the United States a 300-year head start on all other nations, allowing them to become one of the most powerful in the world.
Why did you pick African slaves, sir?
Africans were very strong people. They were one of God's first creations. I needed their strength, I needed their wisdom, I needed all of their abilities so that I could help the Americas become powerful.
How did you get them to do it?
We beat them, we whipped them, we did everything we could do to destroy who they were. We even sold their children, broke up their families. They don't even know if they're related or not, even to this day. But one of the biggest things that we did to them was we destroyed their spirit. And one of the ways we destroyed their spirit was to change their names. You see, Africans were very proud of who they were, what tribe they came from, and pronunciation of their name. But you see, we changed their name. We made their captors give them new names.
What's your name?
Kunta Kinte.
I want to hear you say your name. Your name is Toby. What's your name?
Kunta.
What's your name?
Toby.
Hi. Say it again. Say it louder so they all can hear you. What's your name?
Toby. My name is Toby.
Hi. That's a good nigger.
So Grandmaster, that broke the spirit of the African American?
No, not immediately. Because you see, the African American always had a connection to his God. His God has always been in his corner. And when he listened to his God, he's always seemed to pull out of situations. But I'm always there to correct this. You see, African Americans, once their names were changed, they then became proud of their new names. They went from Kunta Kinte to Bill Jones, Toby Smith, and even names like Robert Johnson. And even when I called them Robert Johnson, it didn't seem to stop them. They continued to achieve success at every level, and this was very frustrating to me in my dark powers. So I thought my plan failed, but I came up with a new plan, and my new plan was to call them all niggers. That's right. I don't care if you were Kunta Kinte. I don't care if your new name is Robert Johnson. You are a nigger, and I want the rest of the world to look at you as a nigger. You see, a nigger is someone that is nothing, that is below everyone else on the planet. You are close to being a dog.
So Master Darkness, once you call them niggers, they just accepted it?
No, you fool. They did not accept it right away. It took a while. You see, once again, they went back to their God. And their God carried them through the 30s and the 40s and the 50s, and we called them niggers. We put ropes around their necks, and we lynched them, and we hung them from the highest trees we could find, let their bodies swing in the night. We burned their homes. We created groups called the Ku Klux Klan that absolutely terrified all living African Americans. Once again, they withstood the pressure of time by praying to their God, to their Jesus.
Well, Grandmaster, what did you do then?
I forced evil's hand. I told evil to make it so that African Americans couldn't vote. I made it so that African Americans could not sit in the front of a bus. I made it so that African Americans couldn't get a proper education. I did everything I could do, but they continued to pray and pray and pray until one day, oh, God heard them, and he gave them heroes, people of substance. He gave them Dr. Martin Luther King. He gave them Rosa Parks. He gave them Malcolm X. He gave them all of these freedom fighters, and they fought and they prayed, and it was one of my darkest days.
Well, how did you deal with their heroes, Grandmaster of Darkness?
Very easy. I murdered them. One by one, I killed King.
I have a dream today.
Martin Luther King was shot and was killed tonight in Memphis, Tennessee.
I killed X.
What is your real name?
Malcolm X. My father got his last name from his grandfather, and his grandfather got it from his grandfather, who got it from the slave master.
I killed Medgar Evers. I killed a little boy, Emmett Till. I killed 4 girls in an Alabama church. I killed all of them.
So Grandmaster, is this the direction we should go with their new president?
No, you fool. You see, we don't have to kill them anymore. African Americans have been beaten down for so long, they simply kill each other. Let me explain it to you, my son. You see, African Americans in the 20s and 30s and 40s and 50s would fight, would be hung, would fight to the ground if they were called nigger. But you see now, I've got them affectionately calling each other nigger. They call their husbands nigger. They call their wives nigger. They call their little children, get over here, you little nigger. They love calling each other nigger, and they think it's cute. I've got their spirits broken, and I have young African Americans embracing the word nigger. They all think they are niggers, and they say it with a smile on their face, even though their grandmothers and grandfathers were killed for the word, but they have said it in name and music, and people call it art form. I call it my nigger control. I've got them thinking that entertainment, basketball, rhymes, these are more important than coming to school on time. They think that's all they can do. So you see, they never focus on education. And the sad part is, when you see a young black child in school that's trying to strive hard, the rest of the black kids make fun of him. They call him a white boy. Isn't that a masterful, wonderful mind trick that I play with them? But listen to me, my son. There's even more mind tricks. They think that thug life is wonderful. They think that thug life is keeping it real. And they think jail life is funny. Oh, we've done a job on the African American. But let me tell you the worst thing that we've done to the African American.
Oh, this is getting good, Grandmaster Darkness. Tell me more, tell me more.
I am so powerful that now I have everyone afraid of African American males. No matter how old they are, people are afraid of them. They're clutching their pocketbooks. And do you know why? African American men are really perpetuating the fear that I've placed in people's hearts. They're selling drugs to each other. They're selling drugs to children. They're recruiting their own children to sell drugs. And do you know what the consolation prize is? Get to go to prison and hang out with all of your boys for the next 5, 10, 20 years. And if you're lucky, maybe you'll get a bullet in your brain and be able to leave this earth early. That is the hopelessness that I have given young African American boys and African American girls. I've turned them into hoochies, hoes, bitches. That's what they're called. Oh yes, in their music. Oh, it's a beautiful day to destroy African American spirit, because they don't know they were the kings and queens of the earth, and they cry when they see Barack Obama, but they smile when they're called bitches. They don't know. Oh, I've got a plan for them.
Oh, what's the plan? What's the plan?
Oh, my plan is simple and sweet. Just keep them uninformed. You see, the slave masters from way back in the day, they knew there was a secret behind keeping African slaves to not have any type of education. Well, that's the same thing I'm doing. But we don't have to have laws now. They don't show up at school. They don't care about grades. All they care about is shiny hubcaps. They care about shiny things on their hands. You see, all you have to do is give young African American youth just shiny things. They're like babies. Don't you worry about Barack Obama, because they will cry. They will feel happy. But once the joy and the happiness has subsided, they will go back to selling drugs. They will go back to shooting each other. They will go back to infecting each other with diseases over and over again. They will go back to hiding away from their God. Their new God is money and bling, and nothing else matters. And as a matter of fact, Barack Obama in 4 years will be a laughing joke, because people will say, you had a black president, and look at you. Your ghettos have increased. Your hopelessness has increased. Your teen pregnancy has increased. Your godlessness has increased.
Oh no, Grandmaster! I left my intergalactic cell phone on! Everything we've been talking about is being transmitted back to Earth!
Don't worry, my son. African Americans are too distracted to know that it is us. They will blame white people. They will blame the police in their neighborhoods. They will blame their neighborhood. They will blame their father for not being there. They will blame their mother for being an alcoholic. They will blame their lack of money. They will blame everything around them except taking personal responsibility and realizing that I am the evil force behind all of this.
Amusia Sabri when you go so I will share Jumedi I to din say Wake Up Africa Royal Television so Fidema and Obenya no Mera home hu ye Mera home hu ye na ofama hu say obibini ye ka bronsam obronsam a video we ama hu say kwasi kokko broni ye ka bronsam a nia wama nne wadu mpempenso a wadu na broni na video no ema wahu onome na Bible ka ho asem no kwan e fa so a baaye isan se o se wantie na asem na enome be ba wo so wo fie wankasa wo nipa bie ekura no o se be ye nome na wo hwe se nye nome a ada na nka broni a bibini a Onyankopon na ball na wona wiase na nka wona udi so video no kire wo no se wona na udi wiase ne so wona na ahinie wo ma ne wo memma na ahinie omo kire hyehyɛ nneɛma kwan fa so a yɛtoto wiase yɛbɔ wiase abrabɔ na yɛyɛn na yɛyɛ sadeɛ no na ɛyɛ den na fe ebedu baabi no na wo a na wo na wiase no wona na wo hyehyɛ ma se na wiase no abrabɔ a yɛbɔ nyina no wona na wo hyehyɛ abrabɔ no afi ebedu baabi no na wo nkasa wade a wo hyehyɛ kora no na afi wonim afi obi na bɛkyerɛ wo sɛ ne wo hyehyɛ no kora nyɛ ɛma nam so ma anu nti no ɛnɛ baabi a wokɔ wieyɛ ɛno me a Bible ka ho asɛm no ɛna de yɛwie saa ama baabi a ɛnɛ video no yɛhwɛeɛ no kwan a ɔde bibroni de yɛfa so no ɔde yɛfa so ebi ɔfa bɛkyerɛ ma yɛhu die nti a kwasi kɔkɔ kora nipa a ɔyɛ ɔfa mbakyɛ me ase
kofi wakyerɛ ni nyɛ mu akosi
okay
na yɛkuzu deɛ bɛka ho asɛm
okay
back onto the continent ɛnɛ ɛnam no me aba bɛdɛ asu nti no woni abɛdan yɛ nyinaa aborɔfo nti ayɛ abibifo aborɔfo Euro Africans ɛna afei deɛ broni nhyehyɛ a ɔde abrɛ yɛn no ne ekura mu dendenden yɛato yɛn nkyi atwene nti nneɛma bɛn na ɛnɛ abɛyɛ history democracy structural adjustment family planning population control saa nneɛma yi ɛna ɛsɛ yɛadagye ɛno na aba abɛyɛ policy a yɛdi akyire sɛ biribiara bɛyɛ ama yɛn ebisa no na broni ka kyerɛ sɛ ɛyɛ saa nneɛma no a ɛna ɛbɛmi ɛkɔ yɛn ni na yɛtumi atu mpɔn ɛwɔ abrabɔ nti sɛ abɛyɛ abosoma foforɔ a yɛne yɛwɔ hyepo hɔ sɛnea twerɛ no kan Deuteronomy 28:68
okay yɛsan kɔ Deuteronomy chapter 28 ne verse 28:68 yeah Deuteronomy chapter 28 verse 68 you know I'll say and the Lord shall bring thee into Egypt again with ships offer pacho kotesi we mutie ni pa one say about ship deal and the Lord shall bring thee into Egypt again with ships by the way wherefore I spake unto thee thou shalt see it no more again and there ye shall be sold unto your enemies for bondmen and bondwomen and no man shall buy you like I said Sanu meya oba de kan ho asem
no 64 verse
64 no okay
28:64
okay 28:64 no I say and the Lord shall scatter thee among all people from the one end of the earth even unto the other and there thou shalt serve other gods which neither thou nor thy fathers have known, even wood and stone.
And the wood and stone, no, the Deuteronomy using here, a priority, sir. And you better do attention. Ubediatria working giddy, and so, and for bia maso emma
for democracy.
And I make a
religion.
Sanya main, they are mine. Any new gods. A wood and stone. And benefit to be and free Mumbai.
Ye dear Tira come walk one so of a young
Jabi Uncle Deuteronomy 30:1-3. and 7. Deuteronomy 30.
Okay, Deuteronomy chapter 30. 1, you have 1 to 3. No, for your jumping call 7. Okay, 81. No, and it shall come to pass when all these things are come upon thee, the blessing and the curse which I have set before thee, and it shall come to pass when all these things are come upon thee, the blessing and the curse which I have set before thee, and thou shalt call them to mind among all the nations whither the Lord thy God hath driven thee, and shall return unto the Lord thy God, and shall obey his voice according to all that I command thee this day, thou and thy children with all thine heart and with all thy soul. 3. That then the Lord thy God will turn thy captivity and have compassion upon thee, and will return and gather thee from all the nations whither the Lord thy God hath scattered thee. 7. And the Lord thy God will put all these curses upon thy enemies, and on them that hate thee, which persecuted thee.
Enti solution, yabada no, and waka chile afefo. Chastisement no, ateti no how ye ko mu nyina bebe wieye. Say san gani ye ni. Ye ko ogba de ni ye ka say yaba, yafumo. Enti yaba. E ho no say, me so me dim se me ma. Na me wo mo a odi a share wo nsa ma wo tete ye no me no obedani akoma o mo subiem e che se mo so idie no asamba into Deuteronomy 30 1 to 3 and 7. Obi ba be ka se me kwa sorry egbu anasa me bomb fire da bia bu eno na de ko back ko ba de ho no ena de ko I beg you
for be na nim say asori call religion eti no e ho na ye fa me de ahwo ba de
ti anunti ano ye say I will make in Sanama regard that the remnants of my people from wherever I scattered them. Jeremiah 23 and okay.
For my first quotation na ehun hia pa sa hwefo no ebetie ni ye. Jeremiah chapter 23
3 to 5 7 and 8.
Jeremiah chapter 23 3 to 5. Okay. 3 no say, and I will gather the remnants of thy flock. I say, and I will gather the remnants of my flock out of all countries whither I have driven them, and will bring them again to their folds, and they shall be fruitful and increase. 4 no, and I will set up shepherds over them. Which shall feed them, and they shall fear no more, nor be dismayed, neither shall they be lacking, saith the Lord. But I say up to 5 and 8. Okay, into your cost 7 and 8 now. Therefore, behold, the day comes, saith the Lord, that they shall no more say, the Lord liveth, which brought up the children of Israel out of the land of Egypt. But the Lord liveth, which brought up and which led the seed of the house of Israel out of the north country, which is America and Europe, and from all countries whither I had driven them, and they shall dwell in their own land. Wow.
Regathering, no? Process no na dia ba betra Royal TV hey. And then Hebrew Israelites asaba world scene, and you Christians, and you Muslims. Hebrew Israelites are yan nanam and a day. You fa kwen bi so man no me no beka ye no. And then you dey and unti na ya ba yɛti ha yɛba bɛkyerɛkyerɛ turo according to the original Hebraic understanding
contest
ɛno ne yɛde ba expose nneɛma nturo na ada yɛakyerɛ mu asɔ dɛm magye di na so fa hwee mmerɛ mu no yɛba expose ne nyinaa yɛasate ɛno na mfie bɛɛ nkron ni yɛabɔ dawuro a yɛnya akwanya de ba ha yɛnsɛm a yɛka no ɛno nso bio ɛne yɛba expose the deceptive teachings no ɛnneɛma myth na yɛde ato mu tiri mu a magye adi sɛ nokorɛ no ɛno ne yɛbɛpa ho ntoma yɛwura religion no mu a ɛne yɛbɛpa ntoma mma hu ntoma sɛdeɛ ɛsiteɛ na ɔbaadeɛ akyiri a yɛsa akɔ no ɛyɛ reverse journey na yɛkɔ no yɛbɛkɔ akɔduru ɔbaadeɛ no naked ne nkasɛ yɛbɛyɛ kwaterekwa na mmom all influences religious influences ahodoɔ a ɛbɛdi yɛ kwan mmerɛ a yɛda yɛkyi ma ɔbaadeɛ a yɛfi sɛ yɛnya solution no ɛmfa yɛnkɔ baabiara no yɛbɛwurawuro ne nyinaa agu ho nti yɛsa akɔ back to Genesis ɛnyɛ sɛ ba na ɛkyerɛ yɛ ne ho yɛnkɔyɛ national prayer wabiare sɛ no deɛ anka yɛ no ni ɔyɛ monya no da bi a
yɛkɔ Genesis in the Garden of
Eden.
Adam and Eve were naked.
And Sarah, what will be possible? There are twice of you know.
Okay.
I don't know why they beside saying that.
Okay.
My can say a weirdo. I mean, I and non fanto once.
Yes, sir.
Now, young Koya name, because young Koya name, maybe says, yeah, and some other more soon.
Some more do say,
Everybody.
So what's your fear there?
They say young friend. We say Bible share because he blew me see. Our chance to see here. Achievement then here. She knew why she knew. First picture no abodi that's on
Ghanaian Times 8 January 2008 2018 Ghana marks 25th anniversary of Fourth Republic. J.J. Rawlings, Kufuor, Mahama joined Thanksgiving service. But I'm first happy to do some for my NG. Fourth Republic and I had the longest period Ghana continuous government system. First Republic did 9 years in a Bugu. Second Republic did 2.5 years in a Koi. Third Republic did 2.5 years, Liman, and a Boguye. The Fourth Republic here by and the 2018, now you did 25 years. And in 2025, you did 32 years. It is the longest military intervention via Yetimiakwa. Now you be a dear. Next picture. Next picture, no, Daily Graphic, 5th March 2025. Ghana 68. Ghana at 68. Hard road to independence. Democratic rule still seeking economic, financial, and liberation. Over a picture over my 68 years still seeking economic and financial liberation. Please. Everybody say, but no me. No me. No me. And the greatest achievements. Attend social media so. Do attempts to appease your personal frustration. Nega assistant. Dear wanted and the echoes dear wanted. Adding and I say Basa. No me. Another achievement and they say Yakwa foreign tastes. Yakwa taste for foreign goods. Yẹn ayé di ntumi nye bibi ama yẹn ho. Ababrofo kura. Chinu kura yẹn pẹ bi. Foreign taste yẹn nya. Me say me mpẹsẹ mi kọ mi turu na kọ ekugbe mu. Okay. Next picture here. The Mirror, 17th June 2000. Ghana's taste for foreign goods straining economy. Pàtó ọmọ fa sa picture ní tó so nfa ma yẹn. Yẹn nya taste bi made from there.
ɛno ne ani gye ho. Next picture
here, Ghanaian Times, 2nd July 2005. Taste for foreign rice is cause of problem. Deputy Minister. Omanga Soma say get to move to some farmer.
That baby more crowd. This is Vietnam. You see, perfume rice. I don't know. Next picture no. Daily Graphic, 2nd December 2009. I say unbridled imports crippling Nigeria. The battle move us because next picture ni eba bekan sa experience no e wo Ghana ha obi wo na Ghana ni amblant bi o so ni adwuma ye o ko interview a na e bisa say na phone ye den o say iPhone what can say
iPhone 16 Pro Max iPhone 16 Pro Max
baby yeah and you look at from there until next picture here the Accra Mail 21st June 2001 jobless kai mami mami
okay yo paper no and that's no na ye kai no jobless. Ever wondered why it's so hard to find a job in Nigeria? Question mark in Miensa. Mburu Kinutia had just been retrenched from a high-flying job, and now he set out hoping to bounce back into the job market. He started at the day early, having set his alarm clock made in Japan for 6 a.m. while his coffee pot made in China was packing. He shaved with his electric razor made in Hong Kong. He put on a dress shirt made in England, imported from Dubai. Designer jeans made in South Africa, and tennis shoes made in Korea. After cooking his breakfast on his new electric cooker made in India, he sat down with his calculator made in Mexico to see how much he could spend today. After setting his watch made in Taiwan to the radio made in Japan, according to BBC broadcasting from London time, he got in his car made in Germany and refurbished in Belgium, and continued his search for a good-paying Nigerian job. At the end of yet another discouraging and fruitless day, Kanutia decided to relax for a while. He sat on his leather couch made in Canada, reading a bestseller novel published in USA. After a while, he wanted to refresh himself. He put on his sandals made in Brazil, poured himself a glass of wine made in France, and turned on his TV made in Indonesia. To CNN, transmitted from America, and then wondered why he can't find a good-paying job in Nigeria.
Foreign tastes for foreign goods, you know. As long as I am to me near mamma and I am patronizing unemployment.
I think we are the power.
Next picture.
A weekend finder, 24th July 2014. Shame Ghana.
Ghana imports.
Okay, shame Ghana imports coconut, ginger, sokodia, plantain, onions, oranges, etc. Shame to Ghana. Yo, and that's an offer.
That's true. When we now ready, a crafty baby, they did. Connect with Tankabe can be viewed to mankind.
Okay, yo. Daily Graphic, 31st August 2016. Okay, the explosion in food imports. Failure of public policy. Pacho Mufa into some family.
And Over kind kakra.
Okay.
Eddie Amami.
Okay. Okay. I say the president listed the. Oh, okay. But enter some mind why the explosion in food imports, failure of public policy. But I'm picture into some family.
Okay.
Yeah, kind. Episode the better so into yeah, kind of basso. The president listed the 8 food items as rice, sugar, poultry, cooking oil, vegetable, fish, salt, and wheat.
Sunday, and he said foreign exchange.
He lamented that the nation could ill afford to spend such a huge amount to import foods that can be produced in this country. Okay. Father Bida. Yo. Next picture. No, Daily Graphic, 14th February 2017. We will reduce food imports with planting for food and jobs campaign. A free year akoto ena eka we. Now to me there. We first picture into some family.
So to me next picture.
Next picture. No, Daily Graphic, 28 May 2018. Ghana expends CFA 56 billion annually on tomato importation from Burkina Faso. 56 billion
CFA.
I see. Yo.
And to say to me, reduce ya, and
that's no.
Tomato soup.
Hey, I was going up on my young fellow neighbor country where we are.
You assume.
Yo.
Ghana and Malaysia. Omunyanya independence if you Britain 1957.
Okay.
And watch it. And we are starting a bravo.
Okay.
It could do preference will be no. Ghana and where you started between 2020 between 2010. Malaysia won a power was over a real model. The person yet to say one more. Send your own TCC. We are in the independence. And I said, I'm a car, maybe a tremor. Have a G, a bet. For we could be I. Again, SCC. If you do have me chat for, I'm a home and never grab them. Yes, sir.
Okay, video no yeah. What can Ghana learn from Malaysia economic miracle? Pacho, Mufasa video no.
In 1957, after independence, Malaysia's GDP per capita was only 1.3 times that of Ghana in 1960. Today, you can see the massive gap between the two countries' GDP. GDP is a metric that measures the size of economic miracle, but Ghana, on the other hand, is trying hard to improve our economy. In this video, I want to discuss some economic lessons Ghana can learn from Malaysia. Ghana is a country in West Africa, while Malaysia is a country in the southeast of Asia. These two countries have a lot in common. They have similar numbers in terms of population, but Malaysia have a lot more land area, and this can be seen in their population density difference. Both countries have abundance of natural resources and good arable land for agriculture. Industrialization is like a fuel to the economy. Malaysia operates an industrialized market economy and high export-oriented economy. They have a lot of policies that encourage technology in their industrialization. ICT is strongly promoted in their education. Industrialization has been the bedrock of Malaysia's economic miracle. Ghana can learn from this. Malaysia is one of the world's largest exporters of semiconductor devices, electrical devices, and high-tech and communication products. Malaysia have a vibrant industry sector which have subsectors like electrical and electronics and automobile. Palm oil was alien to Malaysia until the crop was imported from Africa. It is now a cash cow for the country. Malaysia is the second largest producer of palm oil in the world. The country now generates billions of dollars from palm oil. The agricultural sector in Malaysia is small at 8% of GDP. However, they've been able to leverage the value chain of palm trees to the country's advantage. Ghana can learn from this and leverage the value chain of commodities like cocoa and coffee. Medical tourism is a significant sector of Malaysia's economy, with an estimated 1 million people traveling to Malaysia specifically for medical treatment, contributing around $200 million in revenue to the economy. Malaysia is reputed as one of the most preferred medical tourism destinations with modern private healthcare facilities and highly efficient medical professionals. Ghana has the potential to become the best destination for healthcare in West Africa, with hundreds of doctors and other medical professionals going to other parts of the world from Africa. These talents can be attracted to build world-class healthcare systems that will attract medical tourists to Ghana. Kuala Lumpur, the capital city of Malaysia, has large financial sector and is ranked 22nd in the world in the Global Financial Centers Index. With the right policies and effort, Accra in Ghana can be positioned to attract the best financial institutions in the world and become the financial hub for West Africa. Malaysia has vibrant oil and gas industry. The national oil company Petronas is ranked the 69th biggest company in the world in the Fortune 500 list. Ghana oil and gas industry is still at its infancy when compared to that of Malaysia. Ghana can learn from Malaysia's oil and gas industry to create a process for managing and getting the maximum revenue from the industry. A Ghanaian entrepreneur is developing the first fully integrated business hub for West Africa oil and gas and mining industries. This is a good example of the way forward in infrastructure development that can benefit the economy and people of Ghana. Petronas City is a proposed 2,000-acre city development project. Malaysia introduced social welfare benefit in 2011. They call it the cost of living assistance. It is a direct cash benefit to its citizens. With the huge natural resources in Ghana, the country can increase its wealth and establish a social welfare system. Ghana currently ranks high in Africa in terms of political stability, but it hasn't always been like this. Between 1957 and 1981, there were 9 changes in government and 4 military coups. Malaysia was relatively politically stable. Ghana now understands the importance and benefits of political stability in relation to economic growth. Looking forward to the future, Ghana must guide our democracy and make sure the country continues to be politically stable. Hope you find this video educational and informative. Thanks for watching.
Abusia sabri wani guso a wo share eye Royal Television Wake Up Africa Jumadi. Na abusia video yi wa hwebi enye ware ho. Minim se wo fi sabri wo ra ho saa. Amaye ni omu nyina enya independence pepepe. Se enye nnome a ene ofa aka ho asem ya. Esi den na hwe Malaysia kuro. Hwe kuro no. Amo island ayi oil omu nyaaye no. Hwe enyema omatimi di aye. Yen de ne ya wo pepa so. E na afi se na ye twa yen se petroleum city eti ye de se na akura ye pese ye de ye no. Up to an oil ni nya ekwa mi se ye koye ekwa eti 90-10 mobo che say ya kati obi 68 years of ambacho meboa eno wan ba bi a Malaysia du Malaysia so mo ya brofo we na offer e kire odie nti a Africa of aka ho asem no de nam so a ama enne bibifo ye bre obi a ne nya independence pepe no ba bi a ne wadu e wo wiase wa brabom no yentimi fa ye ho toto ne bibia nso oil ayi oil ya no obegifi ye nchen palm oil no no the cost chance yes or the developing mine ba bi ya no no ode du anye motim da ya ma ne mine no yen de aye no me yenya petrol yi bia aye no me ama yen obi de aye blessing a ode konanim ova pacho
yo ko bi me de manu besi ha
yo
na me nim sa manfo ye kan se yes san ko bo ade ho din chichiri mu no obo ade me ahode a ebe wuram na o twese that's
ofa me so me dase papa ye beba eye messages ne so na Israel consult unim say okodwa man so ode bi ba eye quantum spectacle yi we Israel consult ene de aba hwe aniwa ewo hoyi lens bi wo aniwa ne so na lens no ai we aniwa ne so no say problem ba ubon sa ma aye so tense ubon say sene say aniwa ne wo ye fe ne say veins bi wo so a moja no fam anu ne ma tu uti no aye waniwa ne ho adwuma na me pa cho enya problem a obon say veins no eni moja no ntimi mfamu yie na nye wani hɔ and na this problems ne ba saa hwani wa wei ebeye sa lens na wo wani wa no so no ebeye so adwuma wei apart from glaucoma yɛmfa nkan ade me se wani wa no ebesa wani wa no yare sa lens wei a yɛka wasɛm no enye lens kuma bi keke wei ɛno ne sɛ tambia no unyi na ɛhyɛw because ɛsa wani ni yare enti wei o saka bia na to ne dia busua nkyɛmfa obɛsa ebedu baabi no bo se wanya wayaresa wonya wayaresa na wayi ato unua bi wo faase bi onana bi obi biara a ono so wani wayade no no so afa na ode age na yaresa wei Israel concert ene de badwa manso baabi biara a wo e Ghana mantua no sɛ wo boya homa mu a ane baabi bia no ye de bi bebrɛwo number no ɛyɛ 0244 999 88910 0244 88910 and I say 0206519335 Boboden na pususa number we na ahwehweni wa we baby a wo bia no onsa ebetumi akabi Accra yate de ne na eye ye radio station ye be say adwumadi ase no ane eye ye say adwumadi we ase eye radio Mothers FM eye 102.7 eye fiada bia 9 to 10 started 1st August and yes radio juma nase eno ntino Accra moma yenya so pa na yenti na program ya bi Wake Up Africa ne nkrabata ye de bi call radio station na station no Mothers FM Accra ha eno na any station ye ne omkwakodi sa dwumadie no na day no Friday bia 9 to 10 na sa dwumadie no na ahyase ye hyase August ya eno nti monhye ne so emfa emayen okay 9 to 10 p.m. okay anwumre no wapon afi wadwuma baboko na awakose we kra de wewura wo dem no boko na watim e de ato Mothers FM na obeti dwumadie enye kwabata na obehu akukudamfo so Israel no nyina ewo mu bi obeti say ye kasa ewo sa Mothers FM fidie no so 102.7 frequency no 102.7 but what na fa fidie to a na obeti nsam no na kukudam sa opese hu nnome no utibie ne ya oba Mothers FM 9 to 10 anwumre PM ane obehu eno so ansam ya no obeti bi ewo ho maka ne sa wiye no afi Israel pato ma mefa 1 or 2 messages bi na enwa na ye ne omoye adwuma no na afi yemra wonchen we say oh Ghana, I'm Matthew from Prestia Western region ono nia otime edeba ye no I say hi, God bless you for the education. Michael Mensah, Cape Coast. Okay, Michael, and I do way so ebaye. My name is Gaddafi from Atimtafo. Very emotional black man. Oh, Atimtafo mikrum. Okay, mitiawai abrantie sa kwese da bia bomode na unua fra unuanom na omuntie bi. Atimtafo minya na mrantie ni nyina programming obi atie bi. Good afternoon. The all times best teacher in the whole universe, Mr. Yao Poku Dankwa Atakwajo Buahin from Apewu Wawase near Suhum. Okay, and also Nidia or the Bayer no time we need to sign about messages in so is right more baby
we so
you said be
bibia come on
that obadi ase and so of a beam of our edie adomo sukọ enomia enam ye dan ne yati mo obadi enti abaye so ofade ewuram ye dane aba so se obredu afei ne wo ho no fama ye
mechi ahwefo
ege so
bibia afidie du bia no London for Gambia for na Kudo Gambia
Gambia
na afokotu Bible
sure
Bible will say kremoni ojidi Okristo ni ojidi ayonfo omojidi nti quotation na oluma kotu ye no okotu from Bible na wakase unji Bible nsem ne dia na unye nipa ebi aso na akọ no so from ntuma nchiro mu yi wontumi hunu Bible no ase hwe enye so bia yes and said before even answer and a bruni or buy it before the quiet. Psalm 20 on the 2020 verse 45 or 49.
Okay.
The same quotation now, Deuteronomy 28 verse 49.
Okay, May 48.
Asamoah Yankopon kan ye de say yempanimfo no amini tie
May 48. I'll say Deuteronomy 28 verse 48. I'll say, therefore shall thou serve thy enemies, which the Lord shall send against thee.
What
in hunger?
Obesom matamfo a Onyankopon abesom wo abawo so.
Now, yes, I'll say, you serve them, shall send against thee in hunger, in thirst, and in nakedness, and in wants of all things, and he shall put a yoke of iron upon thy neck. And then, a 2 year fire, dear call. Daddy. Until until he have destroyed thee.
Yes, ma. I got do some way or the pan room and a fish me 5,000.
And no one say.
I have said here, or won't call home.
Nanuka Samis is no one say.
Or won't call them. They say, I said, we see. I see you feet. You refi. I say, you have a 2 year.
Now you didn't say any 2 year you.
Yeah. Tea. And before or more a mamma so they are helpful. Ah, what happened program will say. A woman say, Nana Prabichiao. Only say African for most of them Israel for. Women pa. Here, as someone say, you can't say I'm penny for. So much summa. Nation be Bamoso. Now, that dear home, my big call and sa a combat demo. Mama bread and the sun warm. I curse I know the power. Of a Cassano, a rule fear him be as a. I say, Quassario. One train. No, speak one train. A barrel was a quassary. A barrel out who said. Sorry, sure. Bring me now about Solo. Mother, I sorry, a buyer. Bring me a fire gold, you know. Mother, I sorry, a buyer. No more fee. Your name can't be good. Corner, yes, I don't do it. One of this house, someone, yeah. Now, because only say, but I ain't see. Pierre, bring me such a power. About fear such a sense. Only says, we didn't know. They are in trouble. And to where we also be a Saturday before we are near Kumuno. Video not for you first one. That is it. I didn't know Burkina Mampanino. I must say, your man who by you. It's answer Abrofono, Epeno, I didn't quite effing some. Only say, so would be here, we need the home at Treno. Never for any mistake. Oh, the hammer, say Metana. Here, Papa, was it to me, Papa, the way you say. No, I don't share my own, sit down. What do you see? Who are down on Bohomai? Show up any minimum, or see female. So I left your account with more, oh, bar, a down, what do you see? Bohomai. That's a boy. Meaning. The people don't quite remember. Omo ha danda. Omo be pay if you betem. And then me. And go on mo. My tram them you like about 10. Medu. Because maybe. And intino adia onyankopon de ma ye no. Onyankopon say the man of me dey would you be on my gold, on my oil, on my uranium,
bibia
amanye bibia
nipa wasibia bibia ya odi ade
odumaye
asase na nkasa nu kwa no enuane nyobaye niema
hwe ebenom muche yi pao yego pao nkeye haya ho nkoja so de no nkeke sa ewade yemuti yo ewade bua yo
e pa adwuma
dabi
ko bompaye
mo nkoja e peda sko ko bompaye no o mo na tuga mze no you see, until you catch him say, in your pong, and say, how to be. I did be at the main be at the piano, on the man. But you're done with me. Actually, yes, you took up. But say, upon here, some more. And yet, the owner, no, and no, and I come. And I'm a man who is school, who need money. And now, Amazia. La no tintin the sense of blue cream na ye die wa obwa yeah country to say Qatar they have only two oil and gas o he say oyo bi anfu kwanu mu a ni so ye adwuma na oil and gas no abundant you did it will be a nipa of your man no evidence my back no adwuma na adwuma no e be ma ahoho nkwa Filipino for Pakistani for Africano for over Africano for omo na omo ye nko omo be adwuma bi amayen to be Africa to be ano onye adwuma. The same way also be it was called Pudua, the mouth, Kata, Tupe, oil, and gas. Kadia, Nigeria, a boost animal, I go for the man, Africans, no. But I go for Biano, of Anchayan, out of Hayan, now, I know you're not of Anchayan, out of Ho. Kadia, Abrofono, Abba. I bet you women the first picture no what you yo first picture MC Abato mo fa ento so mfa maye e de padia no go pore maye no mo beje efi nsam gold mo beje diamond mo beje mo fa manganese mo beje uranium o ma je cotton kwa ma je fi nsam oyo Ghana dey transnational corporations control minerals in the poor countries. Yeah? Could you be okay? Not no more. Is that Navium? Ocean name Areho. Minia Areho. Where are you? What wolf you know? Religion. On the question, Coco Terry. Or you are a penny for so 13 no one so 13 on Gusu de Boy, Independence Square, Bible. I also can. I say, what is the number? You aware public agenda. 19th October 2007. Thank you. Transnational corporations control minerals in poor countries. What? The UNCTAD World Investment Report 2007 launched on Tuesday has confirmed that transnational corporations TNC controls all mineral resources in poor countries. I some. I say all. Some. Oh, I say I say confirm that Mecanium. Some. Mecanium. Okay. World Investment Report 2007 launched on Tuesday has confirmed that transnational corporations TNC control all mineral resources in poor countries, including Ghana. It's a real school. That's a old bumpire. Oh, yade. Jampai bono. And you what? The other bonnet to your coupon, Dominion. I'm telling you. Only two per billion and then Nigeria for you. Plaso. No come back up to me. Suddenly, na praso kene. No control the hall. If you didn't come on, you feel me. Na private balance no. I don't see me. na me wa hoi me twa de me nsuo no ofa ayeko
na eri
I have to check. And so for Kumasi,
but before we see that nsuo ho no so we hear nsuo no that you not there.
Of course.
So na ko na me say we hear no one there hwemfa na ho because okoro boy ọgọ́ báyìí mbàbọ̀ yìí bí lẹ́nu hàn ní àwẹ̀hó òsì dáná náà nsuo náà ti sáà.
Na ẹni bíi ọmọ fa bi ọmọ adé fíà di nyinaa yẹ nọ.
Na sáà nsuo yẹ sáà no na ọkà kyerɛ sɛ saa nkɔfo no ɔmo agye minerals nyinaa afa.
They control it.
Yeah. Nti kɔ school na aka kyerɛ sɛ yɛwɔ gold ose yɛwɔ diamond ose
yɛwɔ koko
ose 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 yegano the first video mo hwɛ.
Yo MCR yɛbra panyin video no first video mo jɛ ngum ɛfama yɛn na mo yɛ hwɛ saa video no.
Africa contains the world's largest reserves of cobalt, diamonds, platinum, and uranium, making it to be considered the most resourceful, abundant continent on the planet. Here are the top 10 mineral producing countries in Africa. At number 10 is Zimbabwe. Zimbabwe's mining sector is highly diversified, and the predominant minerals include platinum, chrome, gold, coal, and diamonds. At number 9 is Gabon. Gabon has the second largest deposit of manganese in the world and is currently the world's third largest producer. At number 8 is the Democratic Republic of Congo. The DRC contains untapped gold, diamonds, cobalt, and high-grade copper reserves. At number 7 is Ghana. Alongside gold, Ghana is endowed with deposits of iron ore, limestone, and quartz. At number 6 is Egypt. Egypt is home to a wealth of mineral resources including gold, copper, silver, zinc, and platinum. At number 5 is Libya. Libya is one of Africa's biggest oil producers. At number 4 is Angola. Angola is the third largest producer of diamonds in Africa. Gold and oil are also very big revenue drivers in the Angolan economy. At number 3 is Algeria. Algeria is rich in zinc, lead, gold, and uranium. At number 2 is Nigeria. Nigeria is rich in oil, natural gas, uranium, coal, gold, limestone, and many other natural resources. Number 1 is South Africa. Alongside its 90 gold mines, it produces abundant coal, diamonds, iron, and platinum.
Abusia, mene wa ana dwumadi yedi na yedi ne sai Royal Television so Wake Up Africa. Abusia ore hoye. Maybe sa ore hoye. Ore hoye. Say Ghana obi wo 2 enema mienu pe kata ene hwe nipa Ghana fo a efi Ghana na ya be fa ye na omusan de ye kokora na enjuma omusan de ye koye ni enyema a omukunkum ye krofo ebi ye tu bi fi osoro no abebubu ni nyina ye san de ye fam ni nyina ne se enye nnome a anka obi owo enema mienu ne wa enema makomako be ye 8 ni nyina no still a obre ukoni kurum ansa na wo se wo be di a akai kakra eye nnome ntia Israel
yeah I don't feel your research Al Jazeera omo research no omo say mo hwase e hu say omo yi African 10 countries Zimbabwe, Gabon, Congo, DR Congo, Ghana, Egypt, Libya, Angola, Algeria, Nigeria, and South Africa. Second is no, omo kan omo na sigina bomu a omo to share Africa, omo to share the whole world, no. Sa 1,000 years.
Omo share is omo share manabo.
I mean to know maybe first second video no mama third video
okay
what shall dey here abofo no afakan omo say ye ma bibi ni di ya imegu ase
no correct
eti adi bi e ko pon dey ma bibi ni bi ya no ye be je ni control say mineral resources raw material. Instead of African, raw material.
Producers.
Maybe. Why car for the Tesla? I yes, Kada, Arabo Flamon for to be a man, Tesla. So, no material for you carrying when you feel Africa. Only second, third video, no? Yeah.
MC, I'm fat third instead of second, and we third video, no? Which I know by a second video.
We would not get to see the mine in full operation. The process of getting to the mines is cumbersome, the system inefficient, and some of the delays seem deliberate. You get a sense as you go through each step that there is little desire, if not a reluctance, to help journalists get here. Which is unsurprising. Many of the connected elite here have grown very rich from cobalt, and they don't want negative coverage jeopardizing their income.
We traveled along collapsing dirt roads. Children are everywhere, digging for cobalt in a...
Because when journalists do get this far, many come back with stories of blood batteries or blood cobalt.
Ah, so this is cobalt. This is what people in this region are digging and dying for.
But despite the exploitation and hazardous working conditions on these mines, cobalt does not meet the definition of a conflict mineral. There is no fighting in this part of the country. So characterizations that suggest it is oversimplifies a complicated issue.
Vous savez, les médias parfois met les titres sensationnels.
The media can be sensationalist, and coining the phrase blood cobalt isn't correct, because no one is being murdered. No one is holding a gun to these miners and forcing them to produce cobalt.
Il n'y a personne qui a une arme et qui force les gens à produire le cobalt.
Nos collègues occidentaux savent que
Western journalists can be superficial at times. Their research isn't always as thorough as it should be. There's always a kernel of truth in their reporting, but it's not 100%. I do pity our Western colleagues because they're not given enough time to conduct a thorough investigation. It's always for 2 or 3 days, which doesn't allow them to speak to different people or communities and cross-check information.
Au moins, vous pouvez recouper l'information.
It's really important to make sure that the story that is being told is the story that emerges from Congolese people, meaning it's very dangerous to fall into the trap that you hear around blood cobalt that are really portraying Congolese people as victims, as subjects to those dynamics in a way that's very dehumanizing. And ultimately what Congolese people are saying is really the energy transition shouldn't be at the cost of our land, our air, and we should benefit from it.
An estimated $6 billion worth of cobalt is extracted from the DRC each year, and yet artisanal miners earn just a few dollars a day. It is evident that in the DRC, it is the ruling class that benefits disproportionately from the country's mineral wealth. But the real money is in big tech. In 2022, Apple's annual revenue was nearly $395 billion. Microsoft turned over $198 billion, and for Tesla, it was $81 billion. But inherent in those figures is not only corporate exploitation, but also consumer complicity.
C'est anormal que Elon Musk avec Tesla.
It's abnormal that Elon Musk from Tesla, Bill Gates from Microsoft, Tim Cook at Apple are earning billions each year, but are not sharing this prosperity with the people who live where cobalt comes from.
Ça doit être de l'équité.
There has to be distributive justice. Those companies need to invest back into the country, because so many of the problems in this sector are linked to poverty. And with a better share of the wealth, those problems could cease to exist.
All of us have to rethink our consumption habits, because each time we consume, we are contributing to those demand-side forces that have unleashed this violence on the people of the Congo. All of us are participating in this unwittingly. When you bought your smartphone, or I bought mine, or anyone listening to this conversation bought their smartphone or their laptop or their electric vehicle, we didn't think to ourselves, aha, now when I plug in today, some child in the Congo is going to die. But that's the relationship that's been forced on us by tech companies, because these companies have not seen fit to take responsibility for the people in the heart of Africa and treat them with respect and dignity. And we should be upset about that.
In 1904, this image started circulating around the world. It shows a Congolese man looking at the severed hand and foot of his murdered 5-year-old daughter. It was his punishment for failing to produce enough rubber. The image exposed the horrors of King Leopold's reign, and he was forced to give up the Congo. And while the demand for rubber didn't ease, its procurement became more ethical. The images coming out of the DRC today don't show the same kind of atrocities, but they do tell a story of suffering and exploitation. And while the coverage may be rare, in today's interconnected world that the Congolese helped to build, we can't say that we didn't know.
Thanks for watching. Now hit that like button and leave us a comment to let us know what you think about anything that we covered this week. Don't forget to follow.
Ebusia, we video e ko share yi Wake Up Africa. Juma die so e na obenya no. Royal Television so. Now we are about cobalt. Yeah, you're black and then red. Now black is very expensive. Companies are used to Saudi way, Apple. Your friend is saying, Apple phones in other accessories, and then when you use to Microsoft, Bill Gates, Tesla, car, Tesla, and then nobody did the new Abaya, where you need normally cobalt and a year. And if I know Saudi normally Congo and other African countries. Now, Congo, yeah, tell one who send a Congo, she a nipa, or more juice, Jumano, she and no me, yes, and no me, you know. She or my, she send on my common drum, and she shall more Jumano, oh, yeah, or Mugoma, or Mudi, yes, Jumano. Now, a brofuya, a yes, uncle for you, I'm a Sassan, you have a Tony cheap. Now, and then. We don't car, you are, come despite my Tesla car, Kabako, penny bois. Not you, we and then no near day over. So we and then your Bible la car. And I was something when you are a bit in your mouth, my cosra. Say no near na Kabinia, then I was going ma, and then Robert found the ye now of Israel, and then your bread. We, I dear, about 2 years of her, and no for be, and he said, Denti as I do when you are bano. Aye, of bad day, no near beer. Bibini adani nechi edi amanyame ama nunti akofa we nyina ba yeso video yi areho emobo hwe Congo fo hwe sanya hwe ohia hwe omo ho eno na ofa se Bible ni say yetumi adani yeti ma wiase ni yesa de ni ma ayidi asa obroni a wama sane ma ye no me echi yaso no afi se yesi o se katafo o mo se ye ne be ye ayi nkwama o be kata se ye dien ye nyema yi a sankofo because nyema o ni bio beti ni we bi US ni we bi Russia we ni bi hena obi a ni bi omo nya be samba be ye nkwa e de amaye eno na ofa Israel yi ama wahu na wahu ni pa na nka wo ye na nso ene asem ba a wakodu oba Israel
ade a eye me ye no se on se man ka sa no o se nka abofo no ehu ye mobbo
ana nkomo maye kakra
nka ebi you here free Africa
so mo chama yenya obi anko much fire bakope
1 million for cobalt
pe
aeroplane cobalt
you should be
yeah machine be used to be on laptop be no cobalt
you should be
yeah phone cobalt
yes
laptop FM stations for omo ayo bibia wo bia ayo bia na eno no say 3 companies Apple,
Microsoft,
Apple for no annual revenue afeno 2022 omunya 394 billion
sure
every cobalt nko about Microsoft, Bill Gates, also 195 billion cobalt on Kwao. And about Tesla, also 81 billion. The Nako Fado, for president now, also 3 billion. Our World Bank, IMF for the damn economy. No, I know it.
Obakofo.
Yeah.
Etuminya 390.
Until so 1 million
bakope.
And now other things were.
Akese na gese nka yempanyifo no kwati mi di nema pagu akwan mu a anka Akufo-Addo ene Mahama hia se ombeka se omukọ World Bank akobo bisia bi akọ gisika bi
komi enye benefo
eno me so that you are sorry there
yeah
the day ona
eno me enti no saa ne nema enkopo do man se fa di no waje nyansa afinsam onu na to so ntino osema suma a nation from afar come on 49 no
I'm part of 49 no you can 28 49
yeah
you can 48 into you can 49
yeah.
49 is also
yeah
the Lord shall bring a nation against thee
from far away
from the end of the earth as swift as the eagle flieth a nation whose tongue thou shalt not understand. Already by the end of from far away, and I'll buy it. You can't force a to say yes.
I say, criminal Babudi.
I wouldn't have did it.
Because you Babudi, and you know, a bit free with him, no, a bad thing. I'm telling you the facts. Why media be? I saw a bit of one Tiasia of Zimbabwe or media. Odipa oso adaginia okwaso so ntrase bompa kwampa ehete ohu the question tia ama Africa akosa no first video
okay first video no mama ye first video no of first video no de mamu no number 1 video
second video rather second video
second no one
yeah
okay aka o say no video na ka de to so mienu no
yeah
to happen and are still allowed to happen in Zimbabwe. Why are we so poor? As a journalist, I ask questions like why such things were allowed to happen and are still allowed to happen in Zimbabwe. Why are we so poor, yet the country is so wealthy? We have got almost every mineral you can think of under the sun, from diamonds, gold, platinum, but our people are living in abject poverty. They don't have clean drinking water in their homes, in cities, not even rural areas. As a journalist, I ask questions like why such things were allowed to happen and are still allowed to happen in Zimbabwe. Why are we so poor?
Yo, Wake Up Africa, Jima Day so and I share we na journalists no bisa kese o say me say wa transia sesia wa won tiase o say your gold your diamond your bibia Zimbabwe nanso ohia adokru Zimbabwe ha no wa de na de no wa ha di o bisa o say ayeden ko aden asem dentia na sa asem we am say yenyina ya bisa na de ofa kire yen dientia ye wo sa de ni nyina nanso ni ato yen where is that
I say TNC's control manual
all resources
Jaffa
multinational corporations
free
abrofodia
takrade o de kotakwa e ko ya chede na mekura car afa potholes 3 feet
takwankwa e de ko ayibabi a ye ko ye
bogozo
I saw of a gold okwa a ye minerals and kwana mututu on na kwan no areho
na obi aduma ye try no 5000 na wo kunkun
kura wo you too gold wo kurum I say you see a chama e so bia dey no you know dey 5000
dada wa over dada on the bravo o me see for more no kunkun we say already 5000 yes ofa but so what the 5000 thing what only
it is on how quotation na yes o mo ye
o no buy o sa
my bonny e do ma be 32 Ezekiel
entire me mama fat ase say me na se ye wa e bobodi nyina no bu na di na fi nsam sa enye dia Yes.
Why would you add there? No, Bruni Abaye. Now, they know what was so tissue. Next was Bruni said, hey, my look,
let's say, and this is what away. Or to question the gold bond. Gold are only free among from seminal, Omotoyano. I'm saying billions of dollars. Omunya 1 year. Hey! And yet, dear, about from the now, a bit hano, there be in change, you know. But I'm saying, Modiano, to get and say, no, into Kada. So we need to use it, we to be the first guarantee. And we need going to from Kono. Yes, we do be. I don't know, I'm the G, you know. I'm saying, there's 7 months, you know, billions of dollars.
I'm in China, for my school for a year, and find you being a Juma. I'm teacher, my being a car. You're the baby car, but it's a Yamabu. I can't stand wrong. Oh, Jim Walker, children, I was so Tassia. You to know Nayana, Yasami Mabu. I am a ya.
The baby cow, until Mancasson for more. But the Kuchaka. Yes. But the Kuchaka. The baby car. Until or the name see me about Sagana, I say. I couldn't even look at the arrow. No jump. Could be arrow. On the Cosia. It seems a big party when I met Ombre Mine. Now, live video. Share and Kola. Omunisika and from Trum school fees. And Omunisika and from trade your name. Olanka the Catio. Na sa cobalt or more air hose say mutumebi aton to be a live video.
Yo, I move fast our last video no emu my na ye shebi.
Who wields the truth? The marketing teams at tech and EV companies wield the truth, or is it the Congolese people? Because they're telling completely opposite stories. People on the ground in the Congo are telling a story of pillage, suffering, penny wages, and death to feed cobalt up the chain. The companies at the top of the chain are talking about human rights, zero-tolerance policies on child labor, sustainable mining practices. Please look the other way and upgrade your phone this year. So we have to all think, who do we want to believe?
Once again, the resources of the Democratic Republic of Congo, the DRC, are at the center of global demand. First, the world came for its rubber, then its gold, copper, and now cobalt, the mineral used in the batteries that power our modern-day rechargeable lifestyles. The extraction of cobalt is a difficult story to tell, and the limited coverage that does come out paints a grim picture of exploitation and environmental damage. In the eastern region, there is a conflict that has been ongoing since 1996. An estimated 6 million people have been killed, more than 7 million displaced. The fighting is taking place far away from the cobalt mines, but it complicates everything. To show you how tightly controlled the cobalt story is and why, we start in the DRC's largest city. It's bustling, heavily policed, and sometimes volatile. It's the perpetually chaotic capital, Kinshasa.
Journalists are accustomed to going through certain hoops to gain access, legal access to a story. But in the DRC, getting close to the mining story is especially arduous. It's taken us 2 months and thousands of dollars to get my visa and press accreditation. And to give you an idea of the bureaucracy we had to navigate, look at all the stamps from the various government bodies that we collected along the way. And despite all of this, we don't have permission to go to the south of the country, where the mines are. That's still a work in progress.
Coverage of cobalt mining in particular is a sensitive issue for a variety of reasons. Obviously, mining in the DRC represents a large share of domestic revenue and of the Congolese economy. There are a fringe of pretty influential Congolese politicians and military elites who have personal stakes in the industry. I also think that the nature of mining and how mining concessions are structured makes it difficult to access and to report.
After getting the last approval that we needed from Kinshasa, we flew to Lubumbashi, the second largest city in the DRC and the gateway to the cobalt mines. The sector is divided in two: regulated industrial mines operated by big mining companies. They use heavy machinery and produce 80% of the DRC's cobalt. The remaining 20% comes from unregulated artisanal mines that are dug manually, which make them much more dangerous. Lubumbashi is also where most of the Congolese journalists who cover the mining sector are based, like Frank Fwamba, the editor of Mining News magazine. What has been your experience covering this sector as someone that...
Abusia Sabri Cobalt. I want some, and I know Royal Television, so now you know, yeah, sure. I mean, say UN, Omo chapter Nimuno, one of them ran say, Enkola, into me, yet Jumabi. Nantia Dana, UN who said, over there, no, Enkola minus, a year Juma, a year against the law.
There be a benefit to a Montomaka.
I don't know, say, media, no, you will never be a while. Control. It in the answer, person bano, and ever. Nia, and on Basuka now, more send on the car some now. And by what you say, we crown a bonnet coin, a yen yet. The moment policy, I don't come near a bit of wrong. We, any idea? El Coswa, yen yet, free the mind, you want. A baby, near Tritum, near more who say, a bonnet, a papa, a papa. Is right.
Medrano ko we so bia I have so be be
yeah
na ya pa ya papa
kese me ra
ma kan one pen cobalt to pen ma kan
sure
ma kan one pen sure gram say ankwara na ye omo ye no o de compare Ghana no a the same thing Nigeria say oil also the same thing they say the whole land of Africa no the biano cancer no adesso anunti no me fuma sam kwachiri adia ko poda mo se fadi ye no broni ajefu nsem into my school a omunya dwuma nye ekom
na baye numie
na koyen manosi
yeda se abusuane da wase Israel se na no asi pacho munye na eye abusuan aye ne omudi dwuma no so nto ntimi form no disem embra ye call eye messages ne so say ye chen say ye be beautiful lines that no greetings to you Kwaku Israel and your good team. We pray for long life to enable your good works and teachings to go far and wide from your good father Nana Pra Anka Pra. Galamsey is still ongoing at the back of my building here at Chico Praso. Oh, Papa, I'll body in the car. I send a message about. Hello, Dini Papa Alfrefi. Hello, Dini Papa Alfrefi. Yako, also. Hello.
Yo, Nakasa Papa.
Yo, yet you pa Yanko.
Yeah, Nakasa Papa.
Until Obaso time in Swa.
Yada Fafe, energy. Yada Fafe, Ewan Dia, Odin, Redana Sapa. Sending with my review in your match and in the movie. Edition I can't cast a niche not your most religion, the democracy at higher grade. You know, you more find the Yamishiano. Now, good born lady. I put individual in the role, and I for me, you know, I will take you on the Yana Password.
Okay, I thank you all for teaching us on what we will do to go back to our Creator. About what you are saying is happening in our area here, in Banana Farm. We will work, but again, nothing. Yeah, you must answer your nyashi. Hello, Udini Pakwa Frefi.
Hello.
Yeah, Udini Pakwa Frefi. Aya, moyini fiso. Minister.
If can come from.
Entimuba. Entio, nane menkasa, yankasa, yetio.
Kentam, this mark, name is Kentampo.
Yes, you, and you call for us.
But you, let me be sure. Never win a costume. Quamber, so the far. I know I know a bit trap.
Yo, and when you for at what seminar. Okay, I'll say, with your message you about greetings to you all, and great job, Hebrew Israelites, for your revelation messages. This is Safu watching you live inside Sefi for Sukrom. The question is, why are we by the still what for our question in now? Hello, didn't Papa Frefi? Hello, didn't Papa Frefi?
Hello.
You know, now official time in this now before Oba. Jumu TV no, I phone so and I kasa. Enti o ho our TV no and I so na me no kasa. Why yesremo? Hello, didn't Papa Frefi? I think you guys. Hello, didn't Papa Frefi?
Pastor, some Jim Frefi was a Japan.
Okay, Pastor Yetio.
Okay, Damasi, Michelle of African for you changing China amount. About fast said, we are the different program. I bring my so you say you share it's maybe accepted. There was a Japan, but you be a real go to near Tina, so that when say, Mama, solution now, man for this affair. Then you know, if I didn't know, quotation chapters are hold. Yes,
yeah, that's it. I think you guys also provide solutions because some of the future generations are ready to do something about it. I guess it would take time for us, but I still think you should give solutions. So we are giving the solutions. Hello, Dini Papa Frefi. Hello, Dini Papa Frefi.
Hello,
okay, yes, you pa.
Pero da mo se pa do ya mo ye. Kamera se mo bi ye ni pa. Enti se akira da do ya mo ko so. Da po da we se ka ti ya ko mo ye. We ti ya do ye na be se. Sama se pa do pa.
Yo, yeah, that's it. We need this program most because it's awakening the minds of youth in Ghana. Okay, yo, yeah, that more appreciative. Hello, Dini Papa Frefi.
Hello.
Yeah, hello, Dini Papa Frefi.
Yeah, because I'm teaching.
Okay, but you
no, most be so now more chips I didn't know. I was last week we cheated on last week. My friend, I was in that has been serious by Casano. So Casana, opportunity very happy. But we are not in Casapon now. The boy, going to the Casano. I can't be 18 of my mental street.
Yo,
because it's part of the focus
yes. Every so for you first video no na o kire kwan ya mo fa so mo bu ya pre edin ya say on se san edin now so okay we say okay me pacho radio Accra radio Jumedi a baso brena so na ye bode wura bonka ye say radio program no sha say Mothers FM ye 102.7 Friday bia 9 p.m. to 10 p.m. na asha say ye sha say first agesi ya no na sa dwumadi we ye be sha say enunti Accra ya te dende dwumadi ya Wake Up Africa dwumadi ya ne nkrabata ebekọ ye friend say Mothers FM 102.7 Friday bia na sa dwumadi e beba so sa nso so na memma no dwumadi a eba so no Kofori Abonten so Apintin Hall memma no nyina Free the Mind Movement obi a momoden na ma onyi ne hu mfim dwumadi no business seminar any fundraising enunti ye ba no na ya boabo ye ho na ya beyi bi di abo dwumadi no se be ya dwumadi e koso wo Free the Mind mu no yatumi apejam ama na konkan eno na nkrofo e ka no se anka time no bi senka in a week no onya ekwa na anka ya no be 3 times in a week ni nyina no eye sikasem yewura mankwa enaja wa man yen sa platform kesi a ene also ultimate bi eno nti sikasem ebria yadui aha na brebe ma ye kwan ama ye de dwumadi ni nyina ba awiye aye yewura yawo wofa yawo poku dankwa ono ye executive director de ma ikwe efele free the mind movement ono ne ba Israel Nkrumah ono so national coordinator sampanyifo yi na ene me ne omo si konwa na dwumadi yetumi ede somo ebia na ye fe ne sen open se misabi open bi nchechiremu bi ana bibi ene kire wo so a for number way 0244 686557 0244686557 number way upuso a bibi a wo bia no onsa ebekan midi ani kofi kome me na me ye dwumadie mu chiame midi dwumadie mu chiame oba ade de dum ya adasene ebesen hia makram
Magia Grady Pa Pavi Plasmox and Hyper Plus Nina. A painful about or more manufo and Quadawa in Fiatu Yunkan.
FDA aje Jodian Kratway.
Edith Vivian, now Dr. Wahide, and a yes in near beer lines in Intem. Now our friend Tem, now dancing in Swabantum, near Timia.